When you are given an assignment and when you have a question, something that you are trying to find out more about, the first place you need to start really are with your search terms, because if you don't use the correct search terms, you're not going to find any information. Let's say that this is your search. What was life like for young people during the Great War? So here's what you're going to do. You need to look at this information and figure out, what do I know? What are some words that I can search for? Well, obviously we could use, let's write search terms. Search terms are basically what you're going to type into the online catalog. In other words, what you're going to type in at the catalog at the library, what you're going to type into Destiny. So I know young people. What are some other words for young people? We can say child. And if we add a plural, because plural will always give you less search, but it may be specific, you could say children. You could say teens. You could be teenager, teenagers. You could also go ahead and think of kid. You could put kid down. You could put kids. So you see, all these different terms right here are applying to right up here, young people. Okay? So when you are going to do a search, if you just type in young people and you get nothing back, you can't walk away and say, oh, well, they don't have anything. You have to really think about your search terms. Now, life, you could say society, community, and think about different terms that you could have for life. Events, that might be getting a little far. But do you understand what I'm saying? You have to really think about each one of these words that you know. Now, the Great War, you could type in Great War, and what you might find after you type in Great War, and this is also very important, you should have a piece of paper next to your computer when you're doing your search, because what you may find is when you type in Great War, you may find out, and you may not have known this, that this was actually referring to World War I. All right? Now, it doesn't say on here young people where in the war, and that might be something that you would want to go back to your teacher, or maybe this is a question that you have for yourself, and you may to really need to narrow this down, and you may decide, well, it should be for what was it like for them in America. Well, remember, America could be America, or it could be United States of America, it could be U.S. So it is really important that you look at the information you have, especially if you have any names. Names are really crucial and critical because they can really help you narrow in specifically what it is you are trying to search for. So to sum up, you always want to sit down before you begin your search and look at keywords and then create a list of search terms, so when you sit down at the computer, you are ready to search for those terms.